Today's lesson is about the backhand volley. First, let's talk about the grip. You need to have a continental grip. Holding the racket like this, put your hitting hand on top of the handle. Make sure you have a straight line from your shoulder to the tip of the racket. If I switch to the forehand grip, this line will be broken, so ensure you maintain a straight line from the shoulder to the tip of the racket. The handle of the racket should be placed diagonally in your hand, like this, diagonally, creating a space between the index and middle finger. This grip we use for the slice, backhand or forehand, the serve and the volley with slight variations. For the continental grip used in the backhand or forehand slice, the heel of the hand hangs slightly off the racket. For the serve, the heel of the hand hangs off even more, with the little finger on the edge of the racket. But when it comes to the volley, I prefer to slide my hand up the handle so that the handle of my racket sticking out of my hand. But you don't necessarily have to go this way. Try different variations and see what works best for you. Rafael Nadal uses this type of grip to play the volley. The next thing is your ready position. You'll need an athletic stance. Keep your feet slightly wider than the shoulder width apart, stay low. Keep your arm relaxed and slightly bent. Your offhand should be on the throat of the racket. The head of the racket should be above your handle. As a right-handed player, I prefer to hold my racket slightly to my left side. Avoid keeping your arms extended like this. It can lead to tension in your arms. Keep your elbows slightly in front of you, but again, don't pull them forward. Stay relaxed and feel the weight of your racket in your ready position. As soon as you see the ball coming to your left, you should turn your body immediately after coming out of the split step. Split step turn. This turn is bigger than we do on the forehand volley, but is not as big as on the backhand slice. So, turn your body like this. The offhand should be on the throat of the racket during this turn. It's important. I would even say your offhand should be in charge of it. The racket is slightly tilted with the head of the racket above the handle. This tilt is situational and depends on the speed of the incoming ball. If the ball is flying slowly towards us, we have time to make this tilt bigger to generate speed for the ball. If the ball is flying faster, we make this tilt smaller and mainly use the energy of the approaching ball during the stroke. So, turn, keep your hand on the throat of the racket, and at the very last moment before the stroke, release it from your left hand for the right-handed players. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hit it. It's a very common mistake when players use only their hitting hand, or they hold the offhand on the throat of the racket during the take back, but let go of the racket too soon before the stroke. So, again, it should be done at the very last moment. At the finish, the racket should be relatively square. Make this compact motion, and again, at the end of the stroke, the tip of the racket should face sideways. Don't allow your tip of the racket pass the handle like this. Again, the less, the more. It's also a common mistake when the players driving their racket down too far during the stroke. If we need to go down with the racket, it's a very minor. The best advice I ever gotten for the volley is to keep the head of the racket close to my head. It means I'm not making a big take back, I'm not making a big swing like this or like this. I keep the head of the racket close to my head during the stroke. Even if I need to go a bit down with my racket, I go down, and then at the finish I raise my racket. So my racket head during the stroke is close to my head, like this, like this. Now let's talk a little bit about footwork. Avoid this cross step, like this. Except if you get the ball far away from you, you can use this big cross step. Again, avoid this thing. Instead, you should take an adjustment step. Just turn your outside foot, or take an adjustment step and then step forward. Step, hit, step. You should take this step forward, not across. Forward. You can hit the ball between these steps. Step, hit, step. It looks like you carry the ball between these steps. Step, hit, step. Also, you can take a step and then hit, but don't take a step and stuck. You should take your step and transfer your weight into the ball. Step and transfer your weight. It feels like you roll your body weight into the ball. When you go with step, hit, step, it feels like you carry the ball. In this case, like you roll your weight into the ball. You not necessarily have to step into the ball every single backhand volley. Sometimes it's enough to load your outside foot and hit from it, or transfer your weight to the right foot for the right-handed players and play for it. Or you can go with this shuffle side-to-side step or karaoke step. It's situational. If you have enough time and space, of course, you should go this way, step into the ball. But again, you can play without stepping forward. To recap, you need a continental grip, the offhand on the throat of the racket, release it at the last moment, avoid this cross step, lead with the edge of the racket and make this compact swing. When it comes to the volley, the less, the more. You can do it.